What is up, everybody? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and we have a celebration today. We have surpassed 2,000 subscribers, which feels really good to say out loud. And before we jump into our box openings today, I just wanted to say a heartfelt thank you to everyone out there, to the patrons for supporting, to everyone who is subscribed and who's tuned in and watching and liking and commenting on the videos. Just my sincere gratitude. It makes me feel good that people are genuinely enjoying the videos and really seem to enjoy the interaction. I know I do. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you. Here's to 2,000 and I guess onward and upward. So I wanted to do something special for today's opening. And I kind of picked a collector box from 3 different sets that I either want to open more of or that I just really enjoy opening. Ravnica Remastered, because I certainly want to see some more shock lands and I enjoy the nostalgia piece. Commander Masters, because I do play a lot of Commander and there's just a lot of fun stuff in there. And Double Masters, because I'm actually very partial to the Double Masters 2022 set. I find it to be very enjoyable and I've had some pretty decent luck with it overall. So yeah, here we go. Why don't we go ahead and open some freaking packs, huh? I'm going to do a box at a time, and I'm, going to start with Ravnica. Set that just came out. I had some thoughts on it. I was really worried about how the price would fare as far as like the singles holding up, but it turns out people like Shocklands. I know we're all surprised by this, but people like Shocklands, and the product has held up pretty well as a result. So I'm happy. I'm eager to open up some more for myself here. All right, I'm probably going to start, in the count of the fact that we have 3 boxes. I'll probably fly through this stuff. Start out with a foil retro frame Mazes End, because why not? So this is a collector box exclusive there. It is a mythic, technically. It's an interesting inclusion. We've got a Zagana Prime Speaker as an anime. Then we've got Sphinx's Revelation and Revenge Revival. And Totally Lost Putrefy as the retro frame uncommon. Little Simic Guildgate as a regular uncommon. And then Guildgate in our mana fixing spot. And that is going to do it for our commons and uncommons. Interesting first pack with the Mazes End. Mythics are cool. I would not be opposed to opening up a Cyclonic Rift, of course. There's a couple other mythics beyond that, but it really is mostly about some shock lands here. All right, little Sword of the Perunes in the retro frame foil. Mythic, hey, you know what? Not bad. That is one of the mythics I certainly wouldn't mind. That is one of the animes I certainly wouldn't mind. That is an Ultvara Hellkite. Pretty cool mythic, actually. 6 for a 6/6 flyer, and then whenever a dragon you control attacks, create a 6/6 flyer. That's pretty good. 6/6 dragon, not bad. Krenko in the retro frame as a rare. Another mythic. It's a Master of Cruelties. Master of Cruelties as a foil mythic. Kind of a interesting inclusion. Obviously, he's from Ravnica, right? That's part of that. And a Gruul Guildgate. Arboreal Grazer. Dimir Guildgate, and a Rakdos Signet. Masters of Cruelties is an interesting card because, when it does hit the battlefield, it immediately commands people's attention, right? I mean, you have to deal with it or have a plan to deal with it. So it does, require swinging and connecting, but there are plenty of ways to do that. Ooh, hey, there's a neat little card. So that is a retro frame foil Deathrite Shaman. Actually, a pretty cool inclusion. Kind of a sweet pull. And then we have our first of our Shocklands for this box. That is the Hallowed Fountain, a borderless Hallowed Fountain nonetheless. All right, so shock count is at 1 right now. Happy to have more Shocklands. Divine Visitation, so we have a retro frame Divine Visitation, which is pretty cool. I dig the art on that. I pulled a couple of the animes, and that is also obviously a very sweet card. Tolsimir, Wolf's Blood after that as the pack foil. And then a Debt to the Deathless. Condemn in the retro frame. Call of the Conclave. And a Simic Guildgate in that mana fixing spot. Usually there's about 1 Shockland per box back there. Sometimes you can get 2. Shocklands do seem to be holding up very well, as I mentioned. And you should average about 7 of these Shocklands per box. Ooh, that's freaking beautiful. I really, really wanted this. So I'm a big fan of Birds of Paradise. I love when they did the retro frame treatment, right? And I like that they did the borderless treatment. But this is, I love the art on this one. Speaks to me way more than the other borderless that they did for Dominaria Remastered. So this is a beautiful card. I'm actually really happy to have a copy. That's cool. All right, next anime is a Fibblethip, The Lost. And then another Deathrite Shaman. So we've got double Deathrite Shaman, because why not? Priest of the Forgotten Gods, which is not a bad pack foil. Rare. Arboreal Grazer. Dark Blast, which is kind of cool. Nice little retro frame Dark Blast. Selesnya Guildgate. And a Gruul Guildgate after that. There are some good uncommons. I'm not going to really sift through them right now. I'll look for them afterwards. But they're, for whatever it's worth, there are some quality uncommons in this set. Birds is awesome. I'm going to put that back on top here in a second. So we should average about 7 shocks per box. Anything below that, it seems to be a little bit on, nice, retro frame, Life from the Loam. Life from the Loam actually seeing some modern play again, which is really cool. I think there's like a Seismic Assault deck that's been making some rounds. I've watched it get streamed and played, and it was really cool. So that's neat to see Life from the Loam getting played in 2024. Then after that, a anime Chromatic Lantern, which is actually pretty beautiful. I love the art on that. And Chromatic Lantern, for all of it's a 3-mana rock, blah, 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 it does still see some play. It does still see some love. Pariah's Shield after that as a retro frame rare. I was doing something wrong here. Hold on. Beep. Okay, there we go. After that, we have a pack foil Massacre Girl, which I can't wait to hopefully pair with the new Massacre Girl soon, so that is pretty sweet. Mayhem Devil, retro frame Mayhem Devil, retro frame foil Mayhem Devil, that is not bad. Frilled Mystic, Skewer the Critics, and a Golgari Signet after that. Okay. Yep, so my first box was like 5 shocks. Didn't feel very good. In fact, I don't know that I've seen a box that has less than that to this point. Second box, though, was 9 shocks. So, good redemption. Hey, there we go. Retro frame foil Stomping Ground. So, as far as shock lands are concerned, the retro frames are holding up extremely well, particularly the foils. They do seem to be chase cards. So, that is really nice. Retro frame foil shock Stomping Grounds is beautiful. After that, we have a Mythic. Nice. We have an Anime Guardian Project. So we've hit a couple of nice anime mythics so far with the Hellkite and the Guardian Project. That's probably exceeding my expectations as far as that's concerned. That's really cool. Actually still holding pretty good value as well, the Guardian Project. Golgari Grave Troll in the retro frame after that, which is pretty cool. Dredge is a menace. Then we've got Bedeck Bedazzle and a Selesnya Guildgate, followed by Perilous Forays is a retro frame, Boros Guildgate, and an Orzhov Guildgate. Okay, that was the first half of the box. We are only at 2 shocks, albeit one of them is Borderless Hallowed Fountain, the other one is a retro frame Stomping Grounds, retro frame foil Stomping Grounds. We do have 5 mythics. We also have a beautiful borderless anime foil Birds of Paradise, which is sweet. And a couple of sweet anime mythics as well. So far, so good. We just want to see the Shocklands kind of pick up some steam here. There's a really nice, another retro frame foil to go with that Life from the Loam. This is Chord of Calling, which is actually a card I really don't have very many copies of. So I welcome this pull. It's actually pretty sweet. We've gotten some decent retro frame foils, huh? After that, we've got ourselves an Anime Teysa Orzhov Scion. Very nice. Blazing Archon, Legion War Boss, Utopia Sprawl, beautiful retro frame foil Utopia Sprawl, that's really cool. Sphere of Safety, which is also a quality uncommon in that retro frame, Shambling Shell, and an Azorius Signet. So, low shock count so far, right? Really got to pick it up there, although I have seen, there seems to be 1 pack per box that has it'll just go off and it'll have 3 shocks in it. Hopefully that's the case here, because when you have some catching up to do. But otherwise, some really good pulls. Strong pulls between that retro frame foil Life from the Loam and the Chord of Calling and the Deathrite Shaman. Not to be completely outdone there. Okay, here we go. Boom! Nice! Anime foil Hellkite. I was like, I'm pretty sure I recognize that 6/6. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. That's actually a really strong anime. It's not like, Cyclonic Rift strong or anything like that, but The anime Hellkite is not a bad pull. That's a beautiful mythic anime foil. Excellent. And then after that, a Sacred Founder. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get that shock train moving here. So that's really nice. So we have ourselves a borderless Sacred Foundry, and then we've got Rakdos after that, Warrant and Warren, Cloudfin Raptor, Faith's Fetters. Is it Guildgate? And there we go. Breeding Pool. There's a good one. Foil Breeding Pool out of that mana fixing spot. That we will absolutely take, and that does bring us up to 4 Shocklands as well, which kind of gets us back in the hunt. Demon Fire uncommon still blows my mind. What a card that was in its heyday, huh? Okay, 4 packs left, and box is looking pretty good overall, right? For non-serial, non-cyclonic rift, that sort of thing. Box overall was still looking pretty good. I'm not disappointed. Let's see if we can finish strong here. All right, so we have a retro frame foil Sphinx's Revelation, and a little bit of a swing and miss there, but it can't all be good. We've been pulling some gas up there. Then we have ourselves a borderless pack rat, which I am all about. Love the picture, love the card. reminds me of that scene from Rick and Morty, the Pickle Rick episode. And then we've got a Hellkite Tyrant in the retro frame as a rare. That's actually a pretty decent pull as well. Then we are on to Cindervines as a pack foil, Azorius Guildgate, Rhythm of the Wild in the retro frame as an uncommon. That's a strong uncommon pull. Compulsive Research. And that is going to do it there. All right. It's a little bit of a weaker pack, but still not awful. At least there was a Hellkite Tyrant in there. All right, 3 packs left. Any other juice left in this box? Let's find out. There we go. Borderless foil Blood Crypt. I'm here for it. Very nice. The borderless is actually I was pretty sure, I felt like these were actually going to take a huge dive, and they really haven't. They've held up pretty well. The borderless, shocks tend to be about $17-18, and then of course if they're foil, a little bit more beyond that. So Blood Crypt we will certainly entertain, and a Steam Vents directly behind that as another borderless. So that does bring our shock count up to 6, which is hey, that's at least a good average. Maybe on the low side of average, but at least average. Sealed of the Guild Pact as a retro frame rare. Yeva Nature's Herald after that as a pack foil rare. Wilderness Reclamation as a retro frame foil is actually not bad at all. Then we've got ourselves a Terramander, Gruul Guildgate, and a Golgari Guildgate. Quicken it uncommon too. Light up the stage. Excellent. Okay, all right. 2 packs left. Up to 6 shocks. If we can get 1 or 2 more, we're going to be in great shape from the shock count standpoint. Here we go. Pithing Needle as a retro frame rare. Okay. But there we go. Watery Grave. So there is a borderless Watery Grave, and that does bring us up to 7 Shocklands. 7! Excellent. Niv Mizzet Reborn. Is that... I think that's mythic, right? I think he's mythic. All right, so we've got Niv as another mythic. That brings us up to 7 mythics as well. 8 mythics. We've got Gideon, although Gideon is a little bit of a womp there. He was kind of a womp in War of the Spark, so he's a little bit more so now, but that's okay. All right, so that does bring us up to 7 mythics as well. After that, we've got ourselves a Dimir Houseguard. In the retro frame foil, a Loaming Shaman. Totally Lost. And a Selesnya Guildgate Skullcrack. Nice. Okay. All right, last pack. Sitting on 7 shocks, which is, for me, about the true average. We do have, what do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8 mythics. All right, can we finish strong? Come on. Oh, hey, that's not bad at all. There's a really strong mythic for us. Bruvac has seen his price dip. It was bound to happen. But retro frame foil Bruvac is still a really good hit. That's strong. We're not upset about that. Very, very nice. Great way to finish off. And then a Krenko in the anime. Borborygmos as a retro frame. Anything left here? Tomek as a pack foil. Is it Charm? Guildgate, and Guildgate. So that is going to do it. It does leave us with 7 Shocklands, which I am not disappointed about. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way here so we can make way for our next box opening here. Feeling really good about this box overall, though. Like the overall, not bad. Not bad at all. It's really hard, right? I mean, you need cyclonic rifts. You need lots of shock lands or a serial numbered card, and you obviously can't rely on those things, but those are the things that kind of separate the good and bad boxes. But with 7 shocks and the strong mythic pulls that we had, I'm still pretty happy with it overall. All right, let's do some Commander Masters. Commander Masters. Probably could have used that to cut this a little bit more, huh? Come on. There we go. All right, we're in it. So, on the hunt, we'd love to pull a Jeweled Lotus. That's obviously the chase card, but there's a lot of other really good stuff in here as well. Let's get this party started here. These are not pull tabs, right? I don't think so. Nope. All right, switching from Ravnica to Commander Masters is probably going to throw me off. All right, what am I opening here? All right, Crawling Infestation, Drown in Sorrow. Let's get to the good stuff. All right, so we start off with a little Foil Forest. There's definitely some curl to these cards. All right, we got ourselves a Return to Dust. It is our first borderless. All that glitters. Then we've got a Command Tower. Hey, Command Tower is still like, as a foil Command Tower is still like $5, $4 or $5. So that's not bad. First pack foil rare is going to be a Mystic Confluence. All right. Then after that, we've got ourselves a Obnixilis is the etched foil card, which is not bad. So I'll put pack foils there. We'll go with our etched foils right here. After that, we've got a Hatchery Sliver, actually a foil Hatchery Sliver in that commander slot. The foils in the commander slot are definitely a little bit more rare than the non-foils. We've got our first mythic going on here. What do we got? Spellseeker, borderless Spellseeker. That's not bad. Spellseeker's still holding up really well. I think the borderless version is probably between $8 and $10. So that's pretty sweet. That is not a feels bad mythic. And then we got a Steel Shaper's Gift behind that. So that is our first pack right there. There's our borderless Steel Shaper's Gift, which is, it's okay. It was okay. It's not like a dream pack by any measure, but also we could do worse. Got one mythic as well. You know what I haven't pulled? I haven't pulled an Avacyn. I would not be upset about pulling an Avacyn. Okay, let's go straight to at least the borderless cards here. So we start off with a Path of Ancestry. Then a Dread Return. Downshifted to common. Then we've got a Kadama's Reach as the borderless foil. After that, we've got our pack foil is Rejuvenating Springs. Not upset about seeing Crowdlands in this spot. I don't want to see them necessarily as like my last card in the pack as that like kind of big hit spot. But pack foil Rejuvenating Springs, the Crowdlands are rebounding very nicely. Obviously, they see a ton of play. So that's a pretty decent hit overall. We've got another mythic. What have we got going on here? I had a feeling when I saw the blue and the 1/1. So we're going to double it up with Spellseeker. This is an etched foil mythic. So double Spellseeker. Okay. The mythic etched foils in this product a little bit more prevalent than in Double Masters 2022. It definitely feels like they upped the hit rate on the mythics in this slot over Double Masters 2022. But they're actually still holding up very well. Next up, oh nice, Flare of Loyalties. As far as the commander slot is concerned, that's a really good one. If you're playing Eldrazi or colorless in Commander, this card does just insane work, so that's really good. Next up, we have that if there is a profile Teysa Karlov. Okay, all right. And we conclude with, oh, hey. All right, so I'm not the biggest fan of profile art, but I will not ever turn away an Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. That is a really, really good one. That's beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. It's not the textured, but that is still really, really cool. All right, there we go. Turning up the heat a little bit. First pack was a little meh. Second pack, double mythic, including a foil borderless, technically guys, profile art Ulamog. Not bad. And the Flare of Loyalties to boot. Let's go with the next pack here. All right, so we have our mountain. First borderless card is an Arcane Signet, which is actually not bad. You know what would be really cool is if we pulled a borderless foil Soul Ring. That's like $20+. All right, Frantic Search. Then we've got a common, a Dread Return. We're going to hit our pack foil after that. It is a Wake the Dead as the pack foil rare. All right. Next up in the etched is Azuria's Predation. As far as rares are concerned, that's actually not a bad one. It does see some play, like some moderate commander play, and it is a beast of a card, and it creates green 4/4 green Phyrexian Beast, so, you know, beast of a card. After that, Rise of the Eldrazi, doubling up with our big old Eldrazi pulls in that commander slot. And this spell, it is 12 mana, but it can't be countered. Destroy target permanent. Target player draws 4 cards, and go ahead and take an extra turn after this one, and then go ahead and exile Rise of the Eldrazi. It does some things. It does some things. Good pull. Really good pull. All right, here we go. Next up after that, we have a Personal Tutor. Hey, not upset about a Personal Tutor. That's not bad. So that's a non-foil Personal Tutor. Personal Tutor kind of climbing its way back up. This was a big reprint for it. Hadn't really been reprinted before, so this was a pretty big reprint for this card. We conclude with a rare, what do we got going back here? It's a Training Center borderless foil. I did mention that I don't necessarily love the lands back there. They do still hold some value, but I would rather spend my hits in other places, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But Training Center, borderless crowdland, borderless foil crowdland, not the worst thing ever. All right, so we are heading to our last pack here. The box has been medium, maybe a little bit of like a letdown so far in that haven't really pulled anything sick, but I don't think we're in dumpster fire territory. Okay, last pack to do some damage. Here we go. Got our foil plains. First borderless card is a Kodama's Reach. Then we have ourselves a Tatiova. Now we're going to hit the foil one, and it is a Reliquary Tower. Reliquary Tower is actually a really solid borderless foil. I want to say this thing's like $7-8. So as a borderless foil, that is not a bad card to have there. In fact, I think it's only second to the Soul Ring. All right, pack foil rare mythic. It is a rare, and it is a Lorthos the Tidemaker. After that, we have a Wake the Dead. There is definitely some duplication. We have an etched foil Wake the Dead. Okay, I would have preferred like an Ulamog there or something if we're going to do duplication. After that, we have ourselves a For the Ancestors in that commander slot. So you can see we got one foil commander card, and the others were non-foil. I think that's about right. Next, we have, hey, you know what? That's not bad. So we hit a Flawless Maneuver in the borderless. Flawless Maneuver is like $11, $12. Not a banger, but a pretty good value card. Want to finish something big here. We kind of need something big here. It is a, Yuriko. Ooh. Kind of a bad finish there. So let's call it what it was. This was not the spiciest Commander Masters collector box. Like, not at all. Ulamog, by far and away the best hit. Only 3 mythics. Like, in total, that's a pretty low count for this. Did okay in, like, borderless foil uncommons, but that's not typically what you're looking to see there. A couple of nice hits in that commander slot. Basically nothing out of the rare slot or out of the pack foil slot. This is pretty much a subpar Commander Masters collector box. Still some good stuff in here, but not what you're like hoping to see when you're opening this product up. All right, let's get to the main event here. And then again, I don't know that Double Masters 2022 is definitively better than these other 2 products, but it's just a personal preference for me, something I really enjoy opening, and I tend to do okay in. So I'm just going to temper my expectations by saying I do okay with it. Okay, here we go. Double Masters 2022. I haven't hit anything that I've been calling out for yet, so maybe I shouldn't say out loud that I would really love to pull a Dockside Extortionist. I definitely shouldn't say that out loud, right? All right, here we go. Let's do some Double Masters 2022 collector packs. Ooh, some real curl there. Ooh, all right. Nothing that can't be undone, but sheesh. All right. Hey, Blood Artist, neat. Full Blood Artist. All right, so we have ourselves a borderless Spell Pierce, Kasali Pride Mage. After that, we have a Monastery Swift Spear in the borderless foil. Now we have one more. It is a Bloodbraid Elf, beautiful, lovely Bloodbraid Elf, foil borderless. Okay, pack foil rare is going to be a Gifts Ungiven. And I think after this is either a borderless rare or borderless mythic. It is a mythic. Let's go. What do we got here? Yeah! Yes! Yes! Mana Vault. Let's freaking go. Mana Vault's like 60, 70, like $65 at this point. So that's not bad. That's a beautiful, wonderful hit. Double Masters 2022, starting us off on the right foot and helping us redeem ourselves. There we go. Nice. Already a great hit. All right, our etch foil is Arjun, the Shifting Flame. The etch foil slot is much less forgiving in the Double Masters 2022 slot because it feels like it's true random amongst the rares and mythics, and there's a lot in the set. So, you know, mythics are pretty special. They have a decent multiplier on them if you pull one in this slot. All right, we conclude this first pack with a foil mythic. What do we got back here? Let's freaking go! Let's freaking go! Borderless foil, Mana Drain. Yes! Yes, that is excellent. Let's go. So first pack out of the gate for Double Masters 2022, we have a borderless Mana Vault and a borderless foil Mana Drain. Huge, 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 huge hits. Excellent starting point for us. Let's go. All right, Double Masters 2022, I see you. You and me, we got a bond here, Double Masters 2022. We got a bond. We're on the same page. All right, into our second pack here. Probably all downhill from here, right? Thought Scour. Oops. A little Young Peasy as a second borderless non-foil. Now we've got ourselves a Seeker of the Way as a foil common, and then a Mentor of the Meek as a foil uncommon borderless. Now we have a pack foil rare or mythic, and it is a... Oh, it's another mythic. It's another Mana Drain! Pack foil Mana Drain. So I recently did another Double Masters 2022 and Commander Masters collector box, and I also pulled double Mana Drain, and they were both in the same pack, and they were non-foil. Actually, one was a foil etched, and the other one was a non-foil borderless. And I was like, I never pull Mana Drains. Here we go. Ta-da! Yeah, foil Mana Drain, pack foil Mana Drain. That is amazing. That is huge for us. All right, now I've got a borderless rare mythic. It is a rare, and it is a Supreme Verdict. Honestly, I don't know what else to say about this box already. So we've got ourselves a borderless Supreme Verdict. All right, not a throwaway. Next up, we'll hit the foil etched rare mythic, and it is a rare, and it is a Glimpse the Unthinkable, which is actually not bad. It doesn't see any play anymore, but it's still a card I have a soft spot for because I remember thinking like, oh my god, 2 mana and 10 cards. Holy moly. All right, let's conclude this pack with a foil rare, and it is a Grand Arbiter Augustin IV as a foil borderless rare Grand Arbiter. Again, it's kind of all doesn't matter at this point when you pull double Mana Drain and Mana Vault. We're fine. We're fine. Amazing. Okay. All right, on to the third pack. So good. All right, beautiful foil Cold Steel Heart. Little Gruul turf action. These bounce lands are like a couple bucks a piece. One of them I think is pushing 3 or 4. And, dang it, it's the second time I've done that. I'm going to go to Rakdos Carnarium as another bounce land. Young Pyromancer is a borderless foil uncommon. And then a Mole Drifter. Actually, I don't really pull that too often. A borderless foil Mole Drifter. Personally love that card. All right, now we're into our pack foil rare mythic. It is a rare. It is a Sidisi, the Blood Tyrant. Had to end at some point, right? Okay. So we've got ourselves a Sidisi. After that, we've got our... Oh, nice. Borderless is a Vidalcan Orrery. You know what? That's actually not bad at all either. I will definitely take that. That is not a throwaway card by any measure in that borderless slot. All right, so now we hit the foil etched. There we go. Hey, Bloom Tender. Hey, you know what? That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. As far as etched foils are concerned, that's a really strong rare. Very good. Very, very good. All right, and then I did see that there's already a rare back here. I have no idea what it is, but I know it's not mythic. It's a Bloodforged Battle Axe. Okay, all right. It's a little bit of on the lower end for the borderless foil rares back there, but again, I think we're already pretty ahead on the scoreboard, so I'm not going to complain. But that's not bad, especially since we pulled the foil borderless Mana Drain. That's That's huge. All right, last pack of Double Masters 2022 Collector Box. A box that has already yielded us many, many goodies. Can we finish with anything else? Anything else is, we're kind of in bonus territory, but that doesn't mean I don't want some extra good stuff, right? Who doesn't? Okay, we start off with a Mentor of the Meek as a borderless uncommon. Then we have another one that is an Inquisition of Kozilek. Then we have a Is It Boiler Works as the borderless foil uncommon, which is pretty good. Again, all those bounce lands are $2, $3, $4. And then a Spell Pierce. All right, pack foil, rare or mythic. It is a rare, and it is a Verena, the Lich Queen. Sure, why not? Now we're going to hit a borderless rare or mythic. It is a rare, and it is another Grand Arbiter. I had to have a little bit of duplication in here, right? I mean, I already duplicated Mana Drain, so we're not complaining. All right, so we've got a borderless Grand Arbiter. Now we're going to hit our etched foil slot. Ooh. Hey, all right. You know what? It's a mythic, and I kind of knew when it was gold, and I was like, the chances are it's not great. It's a Hellkite Overlord, so we did get a mythic out of this slot. It is not a great mythic as far as value is concerned, but it is a mythic, so not going to complain. Not bad. So etched foil, Hellkite Overlord in that etched foil slot. All right. Concluding with what do we got going back here? Last card is a Aether Vial. You know what? Not bad. Borderless foil Aether Vial is a decent pullback there. That's really, really strong. That is not bad. We will absolutely take that. Probably, $15 or so. I guess maybe a little bit more. Bloom Tender really good, but the highlights are I've done it again with the Mana Drains. We have a pack foil Mana Drain. We have a borderless foil Mana Drain, and then we had a borderless Mana Vault. I am ecstatic about all three of those pulls. Feels really good. Double Masters 2022 definitely paid us off. So there we go. Hey, you know, it's still kind of a 30-minute video. Not awful. That's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. And again, from me to all of you out there watching, a heartfelt thank you. Hitting 2,000 subscribers is super fun and just feels really good. So thank you again, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, if you're not subscribed already and you liked the video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button for me, hit the like button for me. By all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everybody, and be well.